All right. So I thought down on Facebook Live, I thought an appropriate time to do it today. So let me get started. If you're watching the replay, I'm jumping right in. If you're catching me once it's running, you can always go back and watch the replay afterwards. Hi, my name is Barry Selby, as you probably figured out watching it from my Facebook page, and just launched my new brand on this particular theme, which is Messages from the Masculine. That's the title, by the way. And today's talk, particularly, hello, good to see you in my scope. This is, sorry, watching messages show up. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, but it's showing stuff. Anyway, thanks for being here. This is my new message. Messages from the Masculine is my new paradigm brand, when you call it. But today's talk, particularly because today is January 20th and is the inauguration, I want to speak to women, especially the ladies out there, about living your feminine more than ever. If you watch my previous 5 talks on Facebook Live, I've been talking a lot about not being in the masculine, but what I really want to talk to today, because of what's happening, and I'm not trying to be political, I'm just talking about what I'm seeing happening in the country, is it's a big opportunity for women to take your power, your authority, your ownership back. Because, and I've been seeing posts about this, and I'm speaking to this too, so many women I know have been putting out there, thankfully, messages that speak to not putting your hopes and dreams on somebody else. Now, that's happened from women, my clients, in relationships, particularly now with what's happening with the government, the shift of power in apparent, I can say this, apparent power, is that a lot of us, men and women, gay and straight, black and white, all sorts of different things, are putting our hopes on somebody else to do things for us. Not the best choice. So ladies in particular, that's the main audience I speak to, and particularly because of what's been happening and been reported about how the new highest office of the country has been treating women, I want to stand in a different perspective to that. Not opposition, because that's not, I don't want to be opposing it, but I want to speak to the truth. And what I want to speak to really is how there are men out there like myself who honor, respect, and appreciate women in your dignity, in your authority, and in your leadership. And in case you need a reminder of that, that's why I'm here today. By the way, a couple of quick plugs for my own stuff. I'm a published author. This is my book, by the way, 50 Ways to Love Your Lover. Just see on the screen there. So you can see that. Well, it's probably backwards on the screen, I think. If you go to my website or go to my if you go to 50waystoloveyourlover.com, you can see the page to buy the book if you want to do that. But what I want to speak to more than that, and as I said, is my new branding is Messages from the Masculine. I want to speak to women from my heart, from my real passion and deep, humble respect for women. Because, ladies, you need to have that from every man. And I know that I may be going counter to what popular culture has been portraying, and that's fine with me, because I don't stand in alignment with that. I don't stand in agreement with that. I don't feel that women have had their dignity and respect appreciated, dignity and respect given fair due. So, if that makes sense. The truth for me is that I've watched and worked with and supported and served and coached women over the last bunch of years and felt a common thread, which is that the societal rules that men have lived by, not all men have chosen it, but the rules are that men are ahead of the game and women are behind the game, and I do not support that belief. And today, because of what's happened with the inauguration, as a marker, again, not being political, but just as a marker in history, I'm watching a shift of the way that the men are thinking of women, and women are thinking they're being thought of by men, if that makes any sense, which I appreciate, so thank you for that. Sorry, I'm just to be aware, I'm going to be putting this on YouTube as well, and the comments won't be there on YouTube, so I'm tending not to answer too many comments in this broadcast, but I do appreciate what you said. So just speak to that. Rewind back to my thought. Oh boy, there's so much to this, and I'm not going to do a whole lot here. I want to just put a quick message out of hope, of inspiration, of reminder. But this is not hope for you to trust me, it's a hope for you to trust yourselves. As I saw an article recently, actually earlier today, from a speaker who talked about this, that we have as a society put our hopes and prayers on somebody else fixing our lives for us. Really not the wisest choice. We have been playing into the victim role by doing that. Now, whether it's because we've been coached by the world around us to think that way, by the media, by the political leadership, by anybody, to say that they will take care of us and we can rely on that and not do anything, it puts us in a place, one of helplessness, of being a victim, and thirdly, without owning our own power. So this message, I guess, is what it's becoming in this talk, is about taking your power back and to really own your power, because ladies especially, you haven't expressed your power in a way that's been transformational, to my belief, yet, in a way that we could really appreciate and value and receive. I am speaking as a man amongst men for the women out there, and I know this may come across odd or different, and some men won't agree with me, perhaps. I know a lot of women will, is that it's time. This may be the most precipitous moment and the most meaningful time for you ladies to be in your truth, your authority, your leadership. I, for one, am inspired by you. I am in deep awe of the power that you bring, and I wish in my messages, in my talks, and in my work, because this year I'm going to be speaking a lot more in public as well as in live stream, about you ladies being fully in your power. And it's a power that's feminine, not masculine. I've talked about that before. In my previous 2 talks, by the way, I'm just going to reflect back. I did a 2-part talk on women stop becoming men. I highly recommend you go back and watch those. The first one was about you in the world and in life. The second one was about how you are dealing with relationships from that place, which doesn't work either way. When you are in your full feminine, you are transformational. You are power incarnate, because nature is feminine. The power you bring in the feminine is a magnitude, multiple magnitudes greater than your power in the masculine. And you carry both, same as we carry both as men. But what I'm attempting to articulate clearly here is how much more you can bring to the world in your feminine. You are magnificent and untapped into what you can bring. And part of my work, and I'm still looking at how I'm going to present this in the world, I work on referrals for this because I'm still bringing that to the world too, that I'm really supporting women in owning the feminine. And part of my work, I know, is holding space. One of the gifts of the masculine is being a presence of comfort, of compassion, of respect, of power, to honor and respect the feminine so that you can thrive in you and in the world. And that is really the essence of my message. And so I appreciate you following me, and I do ask that you do follow my talks, because I'm going to do more. I had a couple of weeks gap. I have no excuses for it. I just didn't do any broadcasts the last couple of weeks, and it's time to get back on track and start doing this again. And for the ladies out there especially, I'm really saying I'm here for you. And yes, I coach women as well, but I'm also speaking more publicly. And in fact, this year I already have some talks lined up in the world, and I'm visioning that this year will be a lot more traveling and speaking out to groups around the country, around the world, because this message is bigger than me now. I've been holding on to this place and saying I need to talk about this and do something about this, and I've been reticent. So it's time to stop sitting on the fence and get off. So this is talk number 6. So I'm doing this, stepping out, and I invite you to do the same. So I think that's really the message I want to say. Thank you for watching my broadcast, and thanks for following me. If you are not already following me on Periscope, Facebook Live, etc., please do so, and please share this out. This may be what somebody needs to hear today. I know that today, with all the pomp and circumstance in DC, and the walks tomorrow on Saturday, if you're watching this behind today's January 20th, the inauguration day. Tomorrow, a lot of walks are going on for women empowerment, which I'm so supportive of. But it's not just that; it's every day. And the biggest piece I'll say, as I said earlier, is it's time you took your power back, and you really claimed ownership and took ownership of your own power. Don't hang your hopes and your dreams on another man, be it in the president's office or in your relationship. It's not up to them, it's up to you. And if you want help in the area, reach out to me. I'll support you however I can. So that's really my message. Again, thanks for watching. Please share this out. And this is the first formal announcement of my new brand that I'll be launching a website on soon, which is Messages from the Masculine. So thank you for watching. And ladies, I truly appreciate you. And I'm hoping that some of these messages will reach men to do the same thing, because it's time that we did totally understand, honor, respect, and support you as you deserve. But don't wait for us. Some of us are slower than others, but that's a whole other conversation. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again probably next week with some more talks about this, and I'll be back. So thanks for watching, and if you're just joining, please go back and watch the replay. I will be posting this on YouTube later on as well. So enjoy your weekend and have faith, and take care of your power, take care of your hope, take care of your own desires, whims, wishes, and dreams. Don't hang them on the hooks of somebody else. That's it, I think. All right, so I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching, and take care of yourselves, folks. This is a more important time than ever. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.